If you or someone you know is currently feeling as if you are consumed by negative emotions such as disappointment, betrayal, bitterness, grief, loneliness, heartbreak, uncertainty, or doubt, anything of the like really, then I hope that this video can serve as a gentle reminder for you to find your silver lining and to anchor yourself into that only after you have processed and released all of the ish that you are carrying to the best of your abilities. From my experience, it's going to be very difficult to authentically tap into and embody gratitude when you are in a place where you just feel so heavy, like there's a lot of weight on your mind, your body, and your spirit. So first, lean into all of that ugliness. Let yourself feel the ugliness. Let yourself be ugly. Not even that it's really ugly. Allow yourself to move that energy around, and you might need some help or support in doing that, whether that be from your loved ones or, creative outlets like music, writing, could even be rest, or just plain and simple some time. Okay, and I know that some people do want that love and support, especially from the people around them, but sometimes they just don't feel like they have the access to that, or they have a hard time asking for that. So if that is you, try to invite more of that into your life and allow yourself and the others around you to surprise you. Give them the opportunity to show up for you if that is what you need. Okay, I know for me, this past month was extremely emotionally intense in my internal world, and of course that manifested as very low tolerance and exhaustion in my physical material realm as well, with work, with my relationships, with everything really. And it was one of those time periods where I just felt like everything was slipping away from me and nothing was going the way that I had wanted to. And the default of my mind had started to become quite negative in a consistent way. It was only after I stopped criticizing myself for that and feeling shameful or guilty for that, or, not proud of myself for that, that I think I was able to actually effectively work through, and again, like I said earlier, move that energy around in a way that served me. For me, that looked like leaning on my loved ones. That's not going to be the solution every single time you experience this in your life, because we all have ebbs and flows. But that personally for me was exactly what I needed. Also, getting out of the house as well, getting out of my regular routine was very helpful. My birthday recently passed, and in a very unexpected way, I was reminded of just how loved and cherished I was by the people around me, and it really was the wholesome sort of energy that I needed to just, again, tap into that gratitude for life again, and to truly and utterly from the bottom of my soul feel so thankful for a lot of things in my life. Okay, like there were people who I didn't even expect would show up for me who did, and when it came my way, I didn't doubt it. I just let it happen. So much can happen in a year, let alone 3 months, let alone 1 week. Like, it's really crazy. We will find ourselves sometimes having those highs and then being in those lows and then being in the neutral sort of middle zone. If you are in the sort of lower phase of your life right now, or in a lower time, just remind yourself that it will pass. It will pass. Okay, the things that I mentioned earlier about, like, the support and love or creative outlets or rest that we might need in order to find a silver lining, if you admit that there are things that you need or want, but you don't feel like you have that support or that love around you, then find ways to invite more of that into your life in a way that's very personal to you. Okay, not in a way that works for your friends or in the way that you see on social media, in a way that really works for you. So that could even look like going out in nature and literally grounding yourself with the earth. It could look like spending some time with animals. It could look like watching some comfort shows, or eating comfort food. For me, I genuinely right now feel the lightest that I have in a very long time, and I wish that for you as well. I'm super grateful. There are two beautiful women in my life who have just experienced very large academic milestones, as well as, like I mentioned earlier, my birthday passing. It's been exhausting socially, but I'm not complaining. I've spent a few full days back to back just celebrating with my friends and my family, the people who I love and the solid people who I have around me. And I couldn't ask for anything more. I've also been eating wonderful food. I live in the northern hemisphere, and it's that time of year where we're just experiencing much longer days, blue skies, green grass, and sunlight. It's been great. It's been amazing. What else am I grateful for? I'm grateful that I have hot running and cold water, especially now in this weather. Both are very nice to have. I'm grateful for nature. I'm grateful for music. Lately, I have discovered a whole new genre of music, songs that really help me process and feel my emotions. I'm a very musically attuned person, okay? So many things for me to be grateful for. And not all of those things I mentioned just showed up recently. Some of those things, have been present in my life even since last month, which is when I started to feel very down. But the thing is that, of course, we have a hard time seeing the bigger picture when we're focused on the day-to-day details and the day-to-day things that are kind of bringing us down. And what celebrating with my loved ones made me realize is that I had been spending so much time focusing on what I felt like I had lost, what I felt like wasn't going right, what I didn't have, instead of everything that I did have. All the love that was around me, all of the abundance that was around me, all the beauty that was around me. And that really just liberated me. But before that, before I reached that, coincidentally, before those celebrations, before my birthday, I had had a few opportunities to actually vent to some people around me, which were, those were spaces I didn't know that I had. A few of those opportunities I sought out myself. I built out the courage and put down my pride to seek out myself. The other one just came to me, okay? So again, letting yourself be surprised, as well as sometimes taking the initiative to ask for help in the ways that we need it, whether it be from ourselves or from our environment or the people around us. The next time around that I experience a challenge in my life, which I know is unfortunately inevitable, I can only hope that I will have the resources and the wisdom from all of these previous times I've went through this to repeat the process again, and to navigate my way through that, even if that means that the solution for that challenge will look different than the one I experienced this time. So again, what is your silver lining? What are you grateful for today? If right now you struggle to truthfully find an answer to that question, then this is an invitation to go within yourself and to look at what is weighing you down, or to get yourself out of your normal environment and routine. Literally just get outside and touch some grass, breathe in fresh air, meditate, journal, like write some letters and burn it, whatever you need to do. Just be gentle with yourself and focus on your heart space. Give some tender love to your heart space. Tend to your heart, one of the centers of your body. Once you tend to your heart, you will find that everything else will fall into place alongside it much more smoothly. Once again, you will experience equilibrium. Once again, your life will feel normal. Once again, you will feel at home with yourself and in your surroundings, and you will be all the more equipped to tackle the next chapter of your life because of it. Or tackle isn't the right word, I should just say experience and to live. I am wishing all of the best to those who found this space. You've got this.